Hello there, it's the Archivist from TradingCardArchives.com. I'm back with my blue gloves on to do another video. We won't have blue for long. I have purple gloves now, and I have maybe 10 pairs of these left, and then we'll be switching. So probably next weekend we'll switch, but for now they're still blue. So what we're going to do is we're going to rip another box. This is my third full box rip in a row, which is super weird for me. But we've been getting a lot of mail. So a lot of packages come in because what happened is at the end of September, beginning of October, Golden Week is a big holiday in China. And that sort of delayed all the shipments by about two and a half weeks or so. And as a result, I kept ordering, but things weren't being shipped. And so what happened is I now have this flood. And everything's caught up now, and I've gotten like 8 boxes in the last week, and there's like 6 or 7 more coming next week. It's crazy. So get ready. But what that means is that I need to empty the archives. I need to rip boxes and empty the archives. And in fact, this is one that arrived just yesterday. No, 2 days ago. But I have to rip it entirely because I don't have room for this in the archives. I also want to rip this. So kind of we're doing it for 2 reasons. The first reason, I don't have room. I already have another huge retail box like this. This is Goddess Story, 10 UN boxes. The retail ones are huge. They are big shoebox size things like this. I already have one in the archives, so I can't put another one in there. So I'm going to have to rip this whole box and then get rid of it. But the other reason I want to rip this is this introduces a new rarity level called Queen rarity. And they don't, unfortunately, they don't actually show, oh, there, talks about here, Queen, okay. But they don't show any of them. But they look awesome. Unfortunately, I've watched now 3 or 4 other channels rip this box, including my favorite YouTuber, Weeb Investments. He ripped one of these. Someday we should do a box battle, man. If you watch this, let me know. Anyway, we could figure that out. But he already ripped his full box. But we could sort of do kind of a box battle, a little bit informal, because now I'm ripping my box. I know what he got in his because I saw his video, and now you can see mine, and you'll see everything I get in mine. He got a redemption ticket in his as his big hit. These boxes typically will have one huge hit inside of them. And unfortunately, with the redemptions, you got to wait weeks to see what you get, and you don't get to pick. And sometimes the vendors just send you the wrong thing. So it can be heartbreaking a little bit. I've never seen anyone pull a queen card, which is troubling to me because I kind of bought this specifically to try and pull a queen card. And if no one has done it, I have very little hope that I'm going to be able to do it. And what's worse is after watching a few, I kind of get the impression, and I don't know if this is true. If you know, comment and let me know. But I get the impression that the queens are redemption cards, and that that redemption ticket that we pulled is actually a queen, and he just has to redeem it, right? And the reason that's heartbreaking is because one of the queen cards is a Ms Makima card, and that's the only one I want, right? And so if I don't get it in this box, or I don't get a redemption in this box, I will probably have to go and just buy that card, which I hate doing because when you do that, you're sort of supporting vendors who open boxes to get the promos and then sell the promos. And what that means is that they're not selling the boxes that have the promos because they're opening them, right? And so if you support that, you're kind of like hurting the whole hobby. But sometimes it's the only choice because you're not going to be able to get it, otherwise it's too rare. In fact, I'm going to get a shipment in a few days that has a bunch of metal cards from Chainsaw Man sets that I never pulled and I wanted because I just went and bought them. So I was like, I can't get these out of boxes. Okay, sorry, I'm going to get to this. So this is Goddess Story. Commenter described it as like pinup girls. That's pretty accurate. They will be, sometimes skimpily clad, but sometimes they're in full winter outfits, so they could have a lot of clothes on. But the point is, they're all, cute women, pinup style women from different anime shows, all mixed into this set. The manufacturer is Little Frog, and they've been designing this for a long time, almost 10 years now. This is, in fact, the 10th series that has been released. So I think it's actually about 8 years they've been publishing this, but this is the 10th one, the latest one, and it is the 10 UN box from the latest set. So that means it's going to have, theoretically, all the best cards will be in these packs. Unfortunately, it got busted up in shipping. As you can see, this, well, you can't see it here, but this thing is kind of a triangle and there's nothing on top of it, so the packs just bounce around in there during shipping and they're kind of all over. But that's okay. We'll get all the packs out of this box, and then we will. So this is again meant to be in a retail store. That's why it has a display like this. Always check underneath, because sometimes the packs fall down there, and sometimes they're just mispacked into there. And some sets, Little Dinosaur does this. Some sets put their promos under that. And so sometimes you have to look under there to get the box promo. So I just instinctually always check. So, I know that might be a little bit excessive. Okay, here is our Got a Story packs. 3, 4, like I said, they all kind of got mixed up there. 5 of them. There's 5 more. There's no promo in this box because the promo was sent to me. The vendor sent me the promo separately. No, I'm sorry. I already put it in. I already put it away to get scanned. There's 18. But it was a cool like Christmas card. But yeah, that it's not in the box. It comes. You have to get it from the vendor. And vendors often take them. So like with C1 Luxury Store, you have to pick. So if you want to buy this specific box, he has it listed twice. One is listed at like $28 with no promo, and the other is listed at $30 with a promo. So if you want the promo, you got to pay $2 extra for that. I did because I wanted it for this. Okay, so here we go. Again, this is Little Frogs. NS-10, the 10th edition, M05. Well, let's go. Should have Queen rarity cards. That's what we're looking for in these packs. As to whether we actually get one, who knows? Okay, so first thing we got is a TR, or FR, sorry. We should get one of these in every pack. They're acrylic clear cards like that with a kind of signature on them. We don't like them that much because they're hard to oh sorry, I need to clean this mat. They're hard to see. Okay, so then let's go through here. We've got an SR, and so this is kind of the artwork style you can look for, and because these are 10 UN packs, SRs is the base in those packs, right? And then you'll get an SSR. Also, the base cards are going to be the SRs. And this is an SSR of Ms Makima, which is awesome. So she's obviously my favorite character from Chainsaw Man. I think everyone's favorite. Power is awesome too, but Ms Makima is just cooler, I think. I have so many cards of her. Someday I'll do an episode, a video where I just show Ms Makima cards. Once I get because a lot of the gold cards I ordered are Ms Makima gold cards. I just couldn't resist. I'm sorry. I know people are going to get mad at me when I get them because they're going to be like, you shouldn't be supporting that. And I know. I can tell you all about the reasons why I shouldn't be supporting that. And at the same time, I did. Because you just sometimes, it's just like, look, you could buy like a case of Chainsaw Man Big Face Studio, right? A case, and not get a single metal card. It's possible, right? Because they're numbered to 200. There aren't that many in the whole set. So if you want those, you're going to have to buy them. And then even if you did get one, it might not be the one you wanted because there's like 6 of them. So I went and bought the specific one that I wanted. As to whether the vendor will actually send that or some random other thing, I don't know. We're going to find out together. It'll be interesting. So here's another SR. This pack is weird. It's like in a weird order compared to the other pack. Here's another. Oh, I see. It had something special in it. That's why. I'm really dumb. We'll look at this in a second. That's why this pack was weird. Here's another one of those FRs. Okay, so this, what is this? This is a booklet? Yeah, a booklet. Well, Weeb Investments is going to be incredibly jealous. I don't know if this is one he wanted, but these booklet cards are incredibly rare. They're very difficult pulls. And to get one, I feel very, like, really lucky, to be honest. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. Magic, you saw me cut the pack. You saw me open the box. I didn't repack this. I didn't do anything. I just got lucky. What am I supposed to say? I'm gonna go look up comps on this because this might be worth some money. I'll be right back. It's hard to comp these because this set is still very new. This is the newest release after all. But the trifolds that I found on there are all over $30. So I would guess this has a floor around $30 because some of those trifolds are not great characters, and this is a really good set. So yeah, I'm gonna post what I'm gonna do is after I'm done with this video, I'll arrange everything and we'll make a image and we'll post it to the Discord, the waifu Discord. Thank you for I think Pink. So I should look up your actual name. Hang on 1 second. Sorry, the commenter's name is Pink Eye. At least that's the YouTube name that he's using. So that's the person I keep talking to about cards like this, and he's the one who showed me the Discord for the waifu cards. And they have this Flex channel where you just post pictures of like major hits that you pulled. And so what I'll do is I'll arrange a table here of all the big hits from the box and then put them. Take that picture and put it there. Okay, so yeah, you saw that other pack. It like had only 3 cards and they were in a weird order. This FR should be on the back. If it's not, you have some kind of special pack, apparently. Yeah, like there should be one of these FRs in kind of every single pack. So I'm just going to layer them like this. I know they're impossible to see, but they're impossible to see generally. So here's another SR. I'm not going to try and dedupe these right now. I'll do that later. There's Albuito from Overlord. Very cool. These little symbols here help me to dedupe them. What I'll do is I'll sort them into piles, like a green pile, white, or there's like 4 of those symbols. And then from those piles, it's easier to like dedupe each of those rather than deduping a full stack of them. Here's another little SR. And this is an SSR. I'm not entirely sure who that is. Sorry. I don't know all my characters. If it's Chainsaw Man, I know them all, but I don't think that's Chainsaw Man. And so you can see, like, a Goddess Story is not really, like, not safe for work. It's not that kind of waifu card. I have waifu cards that are like that, where, it's like, no clothes at all, right? That's not what this is. These are really pinups meant to be kind of cute depictions of these characters. Cute artwork, right? Not overly sexualized artwork. At least that's not what I'm looking for from these cards. I'm looking for like beautiful art of these anime ladies. I'm not looking for like naked women. We have Pornhub and stuff like that exists, right? Like I don't need these cards for that. That's not what this is about, right? I'm looking for pretty artwork. Also, it's funny, these are called waifu cards because, you're supposed to think of them as your wife, right? I'm picking out my waifu or whatever. I already have a wonderful wife. I don't need another one. But that's kind of what the term waifu is meant to mean. There's a whole other category of card called husbando. Husbando, right? I don't know why they make the words that way. It's a consequence of katakana is what happens. But anyway, husbando is the other word. And that one is male cards. And so it's male characters from anime shows depicted in similar skimpy outfits, compromising positions. Sometimes there's a little bit of light yaoi. That's a term that means like male-male romance. And so there'll be like two men kissing on one of the cards or something like that, right? That set exists, and I have one coming. I don't have it here yet, so I can't show you. But when I get it, I will be able to compare like waifu cards and husbando cards. It's going to be awesome. Plus, then it won't be it won't feel so one-sided anymore. Although it still is like, okay, there's one of those sets, one, all of AliExpress, one. Waifu cards, there's 500 at least, probably more. So yeah, it's still not even, but a little bit more even maybe. So we already got that one. I can definitely call that a dupe. Actually, I think I already got this one too. Did I? No, if I did, I can't tell. Okay, never mind. Here's an SCR. So these are interesting. SCR is a rarity. These look better. These actually look, that looks a lot better than the other one. In the previous set, the SCR rarities were in between SR and SSR. No, in between R and SR. But they weren't great cards. They were just kind of default printed. They basically look like a little bit like an R plus kind of sort of thing. But this looks much nicer. I mean, I love the refraction work in the background. They even put it like between the hair, which is super cool and really difficult. Like that's a lot of Photoshop work to do that. Good job. Good job on that card. I need to make some more room. Let me put my favorite cards to the side. I never talked about these, but it's Sailor Moon cards. So this is UR with this like crazy acrylic curved surface to it. It's such an awesome card. But this one's even better. It's, you know, obviously that's Sailor Moon and it's numbered to 168. And it's got like this inscribed signature on it. Incredible cards. But I'm going to put those to the side so I have a little bit more room here. Sorry. You know what? I'm going to do it like, it's very precarious. It looks really organized right here. Every other thing in this room is not. Like this is the only clean organized spot. This little rectangle that you see in the camera. That's it. Every other part of this room is just chaos. Just total chaos. Like, especially now because I'm shooting. When I'm not shooting, it's a little bit cleaner. But when I'm filming, it's just piles of garbage over there, piles of boxes over there, everything opened up on the floor over there. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what this is. I don't understand this. I really wish Weeb Investments was here because he knows these so much better than I do. It's an INS? I don't understand. I need to go check the flyer. I'm sorry. I have to go check the flyer. I've never seen a card like this before, and I've never heard of the INS rarity level. It might be new, like the Queen one, or it might just be one I've never heard of, which is possible. I don't know these cards as well as some people do. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. So INS is not a new rarity. It's been in sets before. I just don't often buy the 10 UN levels. So I usually buy the like 1 UN level, and at there you just don't get it. You don't, that rarity level just isn't in those boxes. With most of the rarity levels aren't, right? But it is in the 10 UN, so I just wasn't exposed to it before. That is an older rarity. There's I think 18 of those in this box, or 11. Sorry, let me check again. 12? 18. I was right the first time. Yeah, there's 18 of those to find. They look cool, but they're just above this. So actually I should put it down here because they're kind of just like that. So they're basically at this rarity level, which is, you know, above SSR, but definitely below something like this. This trifold is below Queen. So it's like Queen trifold. So that's how rare that is. It's not a Queen. I wanted a Queen. Okay, sorry, I'm not going to get mad about that. Also, while I was there, I realized that C1 Luxury Store is running a massive sale on this particular product right now. I don't know if it's been posted to the Discord yet, but they're selling, like, I bought this box for $28. They're selling it now for $22, and you can buy 2 of them for $44. So with PRs, which is, oh yeah, I paid $30 for this actually. So that's like $8 cheaper right now. That's crazy. Yeah. I'm not mad because, you know, I love that store. I'm never going to get mad at them, but wish I would have waited a little bit. Here's an SCR. No, I'm not mad at all. They do sales a lot. They've been doing a lot of very good sales lately. It's well worth checking their page. I check it every night now and every morning, just in case they did another one while I was asleep. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of sales. Another SSR for us. Oh, actually, sorry, that's a dupe. So yeah, that's a good sale. We're getting into the time. I've been pausing orders. Like I have a bunch of stuff. I have like a list of things I want to order. The new Kaio My Little Pony set. Obviously, I want to get that. That got announced, but I didn't actually order it yet because I'm kind of waiting for the next sale. Right now, we're waiting for Black Friday, so they should start Black Friday sales in November, right? Like, you know, stores now do Black Friday months. They don't just do Black Friday day. So there will be, I think, some, like last year on AliExpress, there was, you know, like 30% coupons, like just general 30% coupons available. You can only use them once, but that's a lot. Like you could buy, you know, $500 worth of cards and get like almost $200 off, right? Pretty amazing. So I'm waiting for that, and then I will do that. Like I will just load up carts and carts of things. And then the other thing, this is a dupe I know for sure. Yeah, there it is. The other thing that happened while I was, because I was looking up comps on that card, or I was trying to figure out what that rarity was. While I was paused, the doorbell rang, another package showed up. So right after this video, I wanted to stop and eat some lunch, but I think I'm going to have to just do another video because, like, I got to deal now with that package. And I say deal with as if it's a bad thing. That is my Chainsaw Man. I'm pretty sure that's my first set of 4 boxes of that. I have 2 sets of 4 boxes on the way. Yeah, you heard that right. I have 8 boxes of the new Chainsaw Man set, even though I've never opened it yet. I bought 8. And that's my starting salvo. The reason I did that is because that is the KX set. That's the second series. And the first series of that KX set was amazing. Like the best set of trading cards I've ever seen. I've almost completed it. I stopped buying it because this came out. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go after this one now instead. I'm just going to let that one sit with what I have because I have a lot of awesome cards from that set. I have complete UR, complete SR, all that kind of stuff. I'm missing some of the higher tier cards because there were a lot of them. But this new set is even better. So I'm going to go after this set. I'm going to try and complete it. And I know that's crazy, but I'm starting with 8. And once I get through these 8, I'll have some idea. I mean, I'll save 1 for a giveaway, so I'll probably actually only get through 7. But I'll have some idea of how many I need to buy. And then I might get a case. That might be the first thing I get a case of. I'm on the border. The last one's cases were $800, which is a lot of money, but in the Western card world, that's, again, not that much. Like, there are single boxes of, like, Marvel Masterpiece, for example, where you would pay $800 for 1 box, and that box would have 6 packs in it. Right? Like, so it's not that bad, actually, to pay $800 for a full case of awesome cards like that. But, again, I kind of have to see them. I have to be sure that it really is as good as I think it'll be, and just kind of all that kind of stuff. You know how it goes. One thing that really hurt, though, is Weave Investments. Sorry, I talk about you a lot in this video. I don't talk about you on all of my videos, but I guess because I'm doing waifu stuff. He's the big... Weave Investments is like the big waifu streamer. He's been doing it forever. He runs a website with tons of cool information about the cards, the God of Story cards, and just kind of my inspiration for this whole thing. Although I don't do waifu as much as he does, but I do a lot of other stuff. But he also got that Chainsaw Man set, and he got his before me, so he already posted his video of it, and I watched the whole thing. I actually watched that video twice because I'm like pausing, I'm like going through, oh, what's this one? What's this one? I want to see all the cards. They look great. Like, he didn't get very good pulls. No offense. I mean, he didn't get super lucky, I thought, but he's still got some great cards. And yeah, I'm very pumped to open that set. I'm talking more about that now than this because, like, I'm more excited to see that than I am actually to see this. Although still, if I got the queen from here, I would be freaking out. I did get that. I should be more excited. That's a freaking trifold from Goddess Story. That is amazing. That's dark. I feel like she's drinking blood. She's aiming a gun at me. It's cool. The 10 UN boxes are great because you don't end up with all the rares. But then again, you have none of the rares. So you need to get at least one or 2 UN box of the same series in order to complete, get close to completing, right? So a 10 UN box will get you like good selection of the high tier cards, but you will have none of the low tier cards, like just none. So if you want low tier cards, you've got to buy the 1 UN or 2 UN boxes. And the thing is, like, one of those boxes will get you all of them. You'll get almost a complete set. Frustratingly, you often miss 1 or 2. It just happens. Like, I just opened a YCSX set, and I was sorting the rares afterwards, and I'm missing 1 rare from the whole box. So that's frustrating, because it means you've got to buy a second box. But that happens in Western cards, too. Like, with Star Wars Chrome or something. There's only 90 cards in the base set, and still it took me 4 hobby boxes before I had a complete base set. Like, it took that long. So it can take a while. I'm trying to keep reading through these to see if I have dupes, but I actually haven't pulled a dupe yet of the acrylics. Sorry, PVCs. These are called PVCs. I'm confused. The Sailor Moon set has these acrylic cards. That's what confused me. This is PVC. PVC is a clear plastic that's flexible. Acrylic is a clear plastic that is not flexible. And they're very different. Those cards are not acrylic cards, or they would not bend. A different way to say that is because they bend, they are not acrylic cards. Sometimes I do that. Like, I rewatch some of these videos after I post them. I'm not like vain or something where I want to see myself all the time. That's not at all the case. What it is I'm trying to learn. Like, I watch the video to see all the stupid mistakes I made so I can try not to make those mistakes next time. That's kind of why I'm doing it. And also to, like, hear this number of times I say like I say 5,000 times. I'm like, God damn it, stop saying all the time. And things like that, right? And so sometimes when I do that, I realize, like, as I'm watching the video, I'll be like, oh God, I said the wrong thing through a 30-minute video. Like, for 30 minutes, I said the wrong thing 100 times. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I'll realize it when I'm rewatching. And sometimes I'll leave a comment on the video then and be like, guys, I'm sorry, I got this wrong the whole time. The most embarrassing one was when I was reviewing the Dreams of Red Chamber set by Kaio, which is this amazing historical literature trading card set. I should bring it out again because I haven't brought that out in a while. And it's a really, really nice set. One of the best sets Kaio has ever produced. But it is kind of a weird thing because it's not anime, it's historical, it's literature, it's based on a novel in China. So, you'd have to be interested in that sort of thing to want it. But it is awesome. The point, though, is when I was reviewing that, I got my kanji wrong, epically wrong. Because I kept looking at the kanji for fire and saying, this is red. Like, I kept pointing at the kanji for fire and saying, that's aoi, that's red. I did it like 4 times in the video, and I don't know why I didn't realize that, but as I'm watching, I was like, you idiot, that is fire, that is not red. And, yeah, sorry. So, not perfect. I'm not perfect. Only human. Only human. Looks like we got 2 SCRs in that? Yeah, we got 2 SCRs in that pack. That's weird. Nice SSR again. Doing pretty good here. And so yeah, after this, I will crack that box of Chainsaw Man, and then I guess open one of those, and that'll then be my 4th full box rip in a row today. Then I'll go eat some lunch. Then I'll come back and maybe film like 2 or 3 shorter videos of simpler stuff. And then I can stop for the night and do something else. Here we got some major heat. Sorry, this card threw me. If I ever just stop talking like right in the middle of a sentence like that, it's because I saw something and I'm like, my brain is trying to process what I'm looking at. That's what this is. So this is an SZR. Now I remember the flyer, so I know kind of what this is. It's above that, but below that. But it's a pretty high tier card. Oh, I need to compress these more, sorry. I hate that I can't use this spot. I've never found a good solution for this glare problem. It's just hard. I have like cheesecloth up over the lights and everything, and it still just glares like crazy off these things. Yeah, I don't know. It's another thing where like if I didn't have a job and I had all day to sort of focus on building interesting things for the channel and stuff, I would write my own shader that corrected this glare, because you could do it. It would have to be AI, but it would still, you could do that. You could train a model to sort of correct all that. And that would be cool. Same with the fisheye. Like I could correct this. I was looking for one earlier, but I couldn't find one that worked. It's not hard though. That correction is very easy because it's just a curve and you're just kind of on project. That's the term we call it. We use the term on project when you're. Sorry, I'm a computer. I'm a programmer for a living, so I do a lot of computer stuff. And specifically, I was a game programmer for a long time, and so I know math and things from game programming. I'm not good at math, don't make that mistake, but I know math, and I know how to teach a computer to do math that I couldn't possibly do myself, which is a key skill for programmers. You should be able to do that. Even if you can't do the math, you should always be able to teach a computer to do it. And that's not weird, like, because math is algorithmic. Like, even think about long division, right? Like the way you do long division, you just keep repeating the same thing over and over again. You just have to do it, right? And it's boring and you make mistakes, and for humans it's difficult. For computers, that kind of stuff is very easy to do. Repeating the same steps over and over again. That's what they do. They love to do that. So once you know the steps of an algorithm, you know the steps to like unproject a matrix or whatever it is, even though you can't do it by hand, you can teach a computer to do it. And that's sort of the key to programming. That's what programming is, actually. It's you think of a thing that you want a computer to do, and then you have to break that down into steps that the stupidest rock in the universe could understand. And then you have to program all those steps in this weirdly archaic language that the computer understands. And then it'll do all those steps. And it'll just do them over and over again. I think I have this. Yeah, I have this too. Sorry, we're starting to get to the point now where it's a lot of dupes. I'm trying to go through the dupes too as I go. Also, getting to be a long video. I should have pre-cut the packs. That was, I think, the mistake I made here. Made the video kind of long. Well, a lot of tangents too. But I've been told that the tangents are a major reason that people like the channels. I joke. I've literally been told that. I don't know if the person was joking or not. I assume they were joking, but I'm going to take it at face value. If you want tangents, I can provide tangents. And I feel like I've done a good job in this video of providing many tangents into all sorts of weird stuff. I haven't even gotten into like VR yet. I'm not going to do that in this. I'll do that in a different video. Yeah. Do a lot of VR stuff too. That could be a whole other can of worms. No, it's a new SCR. How's that? That's nice. It's weird, like some of the SSRs are like better than other SSRs in treatments. You can't beat the Ms Makima. That's the best one. Perfect. The Ms Makima Queen would have been better, but I guess we're not getting that today. But now that I know the C1 Luxury Store is running that deal where you can get 2 of these with promos for $44, like if that is still running when the Black Friday sales start, I might pick that up. I might pick a couple more of these up. Because I mean, you know, got some cool stuff. Even though I didn't get a queen yet, I'm definitely not sad at all about this box. Just gorgeous too. Like, just look at the wave pattern here. Beautiful. Little Frog is the designer of these cards, and they are exceptionally good at designing great looking trading cards with like custom refraction work on every single card, all that kind of stuff. They do so much better, I think, even than Kaio. Like Kaio can do better. Like Kaio is capable of making more teched up cards than Little Frog is, just because they have better printers and they're a bigger manufacturer and more experience, all that kind of stuff. They don't often do that. They hold back a lot. Like in their Naruto cards, they kind of on purpose make all the base cards super plain so that the scaling of the cards is cheap for them, right? So they'll make it so that the base cards are just color printed, sometimes not even coded. And those are the cheapest things to make. They cost, you know, fractions of a penny to print each one, like 1,000th of a penny, right? Super, super cheap to print. And then when they move up to the SRs, they'll, okay, I'll put a foil on that. But it's just like one foil layer. It's not custom or anything. And then, you know, the SSR, they'll put a refraction texture on it. But again, it's not custom. It's the same refraction texture on every single SSR. And they don't start to get to custom stuff until the URs and above. And that way they only are paying to custom print and custom design templates for the higher level cards. All the other cards are just printed on the cheapest printers you can think of. Whereas what Little Frog did here, where these all have custom refraction on them, every single one of these sheets had to be custom templated, which is a lot of work to set up. And so Little Frog is doing work in this set that Kaio can do, but just doesn't do. And again, it's cost for them, right? Little Frog is trying to make a great product here and succeeded, and kind of has to do better stuff because they're not Kaio and they're making bootlegs and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, Kaio doesn't because they're the top dog, right? That's awesome. I love the compass pattern on that. All right, last pack. We did not get a queen. We did not get a redemption. I was about to say I did worse than Weave Investments, but I keep forgetting I got that trifold. So actually I did better than Weave Investments. But he got the redemption. I didn't get a redemption. That might be me. I don't know. I don't know what he got for his redemption yet. I don't think he knows either. That's the only way he could beat me at this point, because he didn't get a trifold. This is a dupe. Okay, it's an SSR. Okay, so if I want a queen, I'm either buying the queen or I'm buying more boxes, and I haven't decided. I don't know. Like I said, what I'll do is I'll wait, and when the Black Friday sales are all announced, I'll go and look and set up carts. I like to like set up multiple carts. So I try to set up carts so that I get boxes that are reasonably sized. And so I'll set up like 3 or 4 cards, and then I'll apply the coupons in different ways, try to get the best deal, and then lock it in. Okay, so here is one box of NS-10 Goddess Story. That was a lot of fun. That was a fun rip. I enjoyed it. Generous set. Not the most generous. Like, if you think about this, we got 1, 2, 3 high-tier cards, and that's it in that entire box. We got a lot of mid-tier cards and a lot of SSRs, like a lot of SSRs actually. Getting this many SSRs from 1 and 2 UN boxes would be 10 boxes, right? To get this many. So that's great. But we also paid more for that box. And, whatever. It's a balance. It's a balance. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'll pause, and I'm going to set up a kind of a flex board, like a bragging board, where I'll put all the coolest cards arranged in like a cool way. And then I'll come back, show you that. We'll take a picture of that, and we'll post it on the Discord and make everybody jealous. I'll be right back. I am back, and I promise we'll be done very soon now. I just set up, like I said, I set up a brag board. I got all the SSRs down. I deduped everything. Oh no, actually this is a dupe. Oops, sorry. I almost deduped everything. I need one more now. Let me see. I'm trying to pick ones I really like. I'm trying to make. Oh yeah, here we go. There. All right, we got some SCRs. We got the big hits. We got a couple of those FRs at the top. And then, yeah, there's everything else. So, and of course, my Ms Makima right here. And then the trifold in the middle. So, yeah, beautiful brag board. I'll get a picture of this now, and then I'll post that to the Discord, and I'll stop the video, and I will go ahead and set up, and we'll get ripping on the Chainsaw Man. And then, man, I'm going to be eating lunch at like 4 o'clock today, but, whatever. It's like I said, it's weird. Okay, anyway, goodbye. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.